Welcome to Manchester Museum for a special tour for LGBTQ History Month and beyond.
We will take you on a journey through natural history and the ancient world, bringing new voices to the collections and opening up the possibilities for multiple interpretations.
Challenging the traditional ways in which museums have interpreted objects enables us to create spaces where LGBTQ+ people can see themselves represented.
Through stories of gender, sexuality and family, we will take a look at what is natural and what has been culturally constructed by modern society.
We hope it will leave you thinking about how we can move beyond what has been thought of as normal in the past, and inspire you to think about museum objects in new ways. This is the Orangetip Butterfly. If we were to describe these within a gender binary, the females are white with 2 black spots and black tips on their wings, and the males also have 2 black spots, but with orange tips on their wings. They are common in Europe and temperate areas of Asia, though in Manchester Museum's vast entomology collection, we have variations of this butterfly that don't really match the male or female description. As you can see here, these incredible butterflies have what is considered both male and female patterns on their wings. They are both genders and neither. This is known as gynandromorphism, by which species exhibit both male and female external characteristics. Gynandromorphism is most notably seen in butterflies, but can also be found in moths, birds, spiders, and crustaceans such as lobsters and crabs. This example of the orange-tipped butterfly in our collection may not be what is considered typical for its species, but is loved and admired for that very reason.
Snakes have always held a powerful place in the human imagination. The snake-haired, stony-gazed Medusa is instantly recognisable from Greek myths. In many ways, Medusa has always been queer. Raped by Poseidon and then punished by Athena, Medusa was so repulsed by her own appearance that she fled from her home and lived the rest of her days as a monster. Sadly, this is a lived experience and self-perception with which many queer people identify. She was ultimately beheaded by Perseus, who continued to use her head as a weapon. Medusa was a powerful, tragic, sexualized figure who was first feared and then appropriated. And while a feminist reading returns power to the female body, in 1975, Helen Sixou famously reclaimed the body of Medusa, denaturalizing the idea of the female body as dangerous, emphasizing the category of woman as socially constructed. Medusa's body is at once transformed and has the power to transform. Reading Medusa as a queer body that diverges from the traditional masculine-feminine binary shifts the boundaries of socially normalized categories, empowering all types of body.
These are the 2 brothers from Manchester Museum's Egyptology collection dating back to around 1900 to 1780 BC. When they were discovered by Edwardian Egyptologists, they were assumed to be brothers, but how much do Edwardian assumptions shape our modern understanding? The tomb of a much earlier pair of alleged brothers depicts 2 men in a way usually reserved for husband and wife. Is it possible that this pair of men were a same-sex couple? Is it possible that Manchester Museum's 2 brothers were in fact a same-sex couple? In both pairs, there's little evidence that they were same-sex couples, and indeed, modern DNA evidence suggests that Manchester Museum's 2 brothers might in fact be half-brothers. But Edwardian interpretations and some modern interpretations favour heteronormative readings, that is to say, assume that straight is the default.
Up on the Nature's Library Gallery, we have a small object that often gets overlooked. Some gall wasps in leaves. Gall wasps are a small kind of wasp that lay their larvae within leaves. A growth known as a gall forms on the leaves, protecting the wasp until they hatch. These particular galls are called oak spangle galls. A man called Alfred Kinsey was well known for two things. Firstly was his gall wasp obsession, collecting millions of specimens over his lifetime and discovering 130 new species. And secondly was his scale to measure human sexual attraction, the Kinsey scale. 0 on the scale is entirely heterosexual. 1 is mostly heterosexual, with very occasional attractions to the same sex, and so on until 6, entirely homosexual. There was also a Kinsey X designation for asexual people. In 1948, the Kinsey scale was the first to describe human sexuality in this way. Whenever I see these oak spangle galls in the museum, I always remember this story.
As humans, we can learn so much from animals about love and about being parents. There are many examples of same-sex couples from the animal kingdom. This is a Gentoo penguin from Manchester Museum's collection. Gentoo penguins are indigenous to the Antarctic, but these two penguins, Sven and Magic, live at Sea Life Sydney. Sven and Magic are both male penguins, but staff saw that they were building a nest of pebbles. They were acting like all the other mating penguins around them. It looked as if they were getting ready to have a chick of their own. So the staff gave them a dummy egg to see what would happen, and they took to it right away. They were then given a real egg. They were attentive and took turns incubating and hatched and cared for a penguin chick, which was named Svenjik. There is definitely a strong bond between Sven and Magic, who have since hatched another chick.